everybody. Welcome to Ken Knows Gambling. And I got good news and I have bad news. The bad news is, unfortunately, at least this week, maybe the next two, I have not been able to study these picks. I don't have the time this week and maybe even next week. I barely have time for this video. And maybe I can do another video this weekend, but I don't just throw picks up there just to put them up there for you. I don't. And since I don't have time to study, I don't have any free picks for you for at least this week. Now, for those that are doing the World Series, I told you to pick Houston for the series and pick Dodgers for the series. So far, that's working out. I also told you how to do the dog and do a mini martingale on the dog until they win. And each dog has won already, so you should be off of that. And also bet Houston, bet the Dodgers until the series is over. If the Dodgers lose or Houston lose, double up on them. And you take Houston and take the Dodgers the rest of the series. So you'll have a series bet on each. And you're going to win money on them because Houston is coming on again, and so are the Dodgers. So just do that. So what's the good news, Ken? What's the good news? Here's the good news. Because I can't have the time to go through my process. Tonight, I'm going to teach you my process on how I come up with these picks that I give you. So when I go through my process with you, you're going to be able to do this on your own. Maybe not as well as me, but yeah, maybe better. I don't know. But I'm going to teach you how I do it, what my steps are, and then you can do this and you can get these parlays and you can get these down, like I do. But at least I'm going to teach you how I do it, and hopefully you can utilize that information to help yourself out in the next week or two. I'm not making any bets because I just didn't have time to study it. But anyway, tonight, right now, I'm going to teach you how I do this. All right, here we go. I haven't done a board in a while, I don't think. So here we go. Step one, find the matchups that you like. Okay, do not go to Bovada yet. Do not look up the lines. Why do I say that? Because it'll cloud your judgment. You may be thinking something and all of a sudden you see the line and your judgment will go out the window. So what I want you to do is just look at the schedules of the college, and I want you to go, obviously, you're looking for matchups that you like. And you're saying, well, Ken, I don't know everything about these teams. That's fine right now, but you got to know something about some teams. So what I want you to do is go find the matchups that you like. Now, I'm not talking about Alabama and Georgia. Screw those type of matchups. You can look at those and go, that's a toss-up. So you're going through these games without looking at the spread yet, and you're finding the matchups that you like. I don't care if there's 15 or 20 of them. Find the ones you like and write them down. Okay? That's step one. Okay. Step two, handicap them yourself. Okay? And I know some of you might not be able to do that step, but I want you to try it anyway. So let's say you pick Team A, Team B, you like the matchup. I want you to look at it. And I want you to study it, and I want you to give a line and an over and under what you think. You might say, well, Tennessee is playing whoever. I think Tennessee's going to win that game by probably 2 touchdowns. This is your thought process. Whatever's going on in your head, I want you to write it down. So you say Tennessee or whoever is going to be a 14-point favorite, just go minus 14 on Tennessee. Then you're thinking to yourself, well, maybe this is going to be like a 35 to 20, 35 to 21. There's 14 points. It's a 35 to 14 game. Well, 35 and 14, 35, 45, 47, 48, 49. You're saying at that moment it's a 49-point over or under. Okay? So you go through all your matchups that you like, and you put your handicap. It doesn't matter if it's right or wrong yet. Don't worry about that. Just do what I tell you. Minus 14, over numbers 49, and do that times all your games. I know what you're saying now already. Damn, this is going to take a while. Yes, it does. I told you that on one of my other videos. It takes a lot of time to do what I do. And you're sort of going to see it once you start doing this. But anyway, so you've done step one. You find the matchups you like. You did not look at the spread yet. Don't cheat. Don't cheat yourself. Okay? Then you're going to handicap them yourself. You're going to handicap the line. You're going to handicap the over and under. Perfect. Next step. Find news on each of these teams. This is going to be very time consuming. Okay, you're really going to feel my pain now. So now you go to ESPN.com, Bleacher Report, CBS.com. Don't look at their free picks. Not yet. I'm going to let you, but not yet. You're looking up news on these matchups that you like. You want to know if a quarterback ain't playing. You want to know if the two guards are out, they're hurt. You want all the information that you can get on all these teams, and there's lots of sources that you can do it. Like I said, ESPN, CBS, Bleacher Report, and there may be several others, but find the news. All right. Now you've wrote the notes down. You've spread it. You've given the point spread. You've got the over and under. You went and researched, and you put your notes next to all these matchups because you found all the information that you could find. Great. Next, with this new information that you just got, maybe you didn't know that the cornerback or the safety is going to be out on a particular matchup. Now I want you to readjust your line. With the information now that you know, it's going to take you hours, man. It just is. But now with this new information that you found, okay, now I want you to go readjust that line and readjust that over and under. All right? So now you may have 20 teams, 25, 15, whatever you got. Now you had the line, you did some research, some news. Now you have your readjusted line. All right. Now once you have that, now I want you to look at the spread. Now I want you to go to Bovada, or any online booking, that you want, because all the lines are going to be really close. I use Bovada almost religiously all the time anyway. You could bet any sports. There's a couple of good ones. But anyway, now go find the line. All right, remember we had Tennessee at minus 14. And let's say you readjusted it to now it's only minus 10. Okay? You did that first. Now you look at the Vegas line. Now you see how close are you to Vegas? Anything that's close, put a check mark by it because you're going to bet it. Okay? You're going to bet it. Anything that's close. Anything that's wackadoodle. Okay? You got a minus 14. They got a minus 40. Either cross that damn thing off, or put some kind of star so you can go back and see why you're so out of whack. You're going to have to do some more investigation. But anything that's close, within a touchdown, within 3, 4, 5 points, either way, over and under's line, check it. You like that, all right? Anything that's really wacky, all right, either way, you're going to put a star by it so you can come back to it later. But as of right that second, you're not going to bet it because there's something you're missing, okay? Something you're missing, all right? So now your 25 is going to start shrinking. All right, because you're going to miss some of those, but that's okay because we're going to weed them down anyway. All right, so now you've looked at the spread. Now I want you to get it down to about 6 to 10 teams that you've checked that you really, really like. All right, then I hesitate, y'all, to tell you this next step. It's just I do it too, but I use it for different information for me, and I'm afraid you guys are going to cheat on this one. And I hesitate to give it to you, but I'm gonna. The last thing that I do, I've got it down to the 6 to 10 teams that I really like. I've got a spread. I've got the over and under. Okay. Then I'm going to look at people that have free picks. Good people. Like Bender Wins. Pickwise. Pickwise.com. CBS Sports. They have free picks. Now, here's why I want you to look at those. I don't really care who they're going to pick. Because who they're going to pick is not going to dissuade me after I've done my investigation. They're just not. Okay? What I'm looking for is all those places that I'm telling you to go. They will tell you why. I'm looking at the why are you picking what you're picking and why you're picking the line that you're picking. Because they may have some more information that I missed. Okay? I may think I have, quarterback's out, he's out. Well, I didn't know this, and I didn't know this. If you find something like that, you uncheck that thing, put a star, that means you're going to have to do a little bit more digging. Okay? You may still keep that game, but it just gives you a pause. Okay? Pause. Now then, when you get through with all this stuff, you should have a good 6 to 10 solid that you like. You're either going to do money line, you're going to do an over and under, or you're going to buy points up just like I do. Buy them up, buy them down, money lines, that sort of thing. That's what you're going to end up with, and you parlay them, bet them straight, do what you want to with them. All right? It's going to take you hours to do this. I'm sorry about that. I've enjoyed giving you these things. I just flipping don't have the time this week to give out any good ones. Some of you are going to cheat this. Some of you are not going to do this, and you're going to go straight to Bender or Pickwise, and you're going to have somebody, hey, Ken was giving me free picks, and now he can't this week or maybe next week, so I'll just find somebody else. Man, learn this stuff. Learn this stuff on your own, man. You're going to be so much better off in the long run. Can you just go to skip and go to 7? Yeah, I guess you can, but that ain't what Ken Knows Gambling is trying to tell you to do. Don't do it. Don't cheat yourself. All right, so when you get done with all this stuff, you're going to now have a great idea who you want to put together, the teams you're going to ultimately have as your 6 to 10, because you may readjust it. Maybe after you read some more reports from some of these, maybe you remember one of those I said asterisks, and you're just sort of putting that to the side. You're not betting on it. You just put it to the side. Well, maybe you see something else as you're doing this. You could pull them back in, and now you know a little bit more. Okay? This is what I go through every flipping week, y'all. These steps. Every week. And it can get mind-numbing, man. But fortunately for me, I already know so much because I do this every week. Every week. I already know so much about most of these teams that some of you don't. And, you'll handicap yourself only because you don't know as much as I. And I only know it because I'm forced to look at it week after week after week after week. So, anyway, that's what I want you to do. And I think I just told you about the baseball. Keep betting Houston, keep betting the Dodgers. And do this. Do these steps. Don't cheat yourself. Now, once you come up with some picks, if I can, email them to me. Email me the parlay. I've got several guys that do that every week anyway. It might not be the picks that I have. Maybe there's a couple that I have and a couple of their own. I love this. And then I'll tell them what I think. I do that. If I have time, I'll do it. It's just my time crunch in the next week or so is just going to be nasty. But see now, remember how I said if you give a guy a fish for a day, he can eat. This is biblical, but teach him how to fish and he can eat for the rest of his life. This is what I do. This is what I do every week. I do this for me because I bet. I bet a lot. I bet all the time. But now you guys get the benefit because now you see what I go through. Do it. Try it this week. I mean, if you want to take a week off with me, take a week off with me. That's okay too. Don't bet nothing. Nobody said you got to bet every flipping week. You just don't. And so if you don't feel comfortable going through these steps, don't. Wait for me. I'll get back in the next week or so. And I know it's not going to be this week, and it might not be next week. But we'll see how that goes, depending on what happens in my life. So there you go today. You got it. Try it, man. You have nothing to lose. Try these steps, okay? It's going to be frustrating because you're going to have to do all this research. You're going to go, God bless it, man. Look at all this work I got to do. And, like I said, I hate it, but most of you are going to cheat this thing. And they're just going to go right down and find somebody else that'll give you free picks. Maybe you get your ass clean. Maybe you don't. I don't know. But last week on college, when I went 8-0, I had a guy that bet a 16 parlay, 6-teamer of my picks. He emailed me his bet slip and showed me. And I won't tell you what he put on and what he won, and I ain't going to tell you who it is. But he showed me, and I said, looks like you won to me, Pop. So, you gotta love it if you're me. You like it that somebody believed in you enough, and they just bet them all, and they won them all. Now, I don't win them all every time, as you guys know, but I'm pretty damn good at this stuff. So please do me a favor. If you care anything about Ken Knows Gambling, you care anything about my advice, try this week, man. Really. And if it's too much for you, then just don't bet. Wait for me. Anyway, I guess that's it for today. Thank you, each and every one of you. I think I'm at 520 subscribers, and I just thank you, each and every one of you. I appreciate you all more than you could ever possibly know. And I guess until the next time, the like and share, you got all that. I won't say a whole lot about that. Like me, share, do your thing on that. But until next time, be